from Jay and Silent Bob Get Old. I'm Kevin Smith. We are in Charm City, man, the greatest city in America. Baltimore, Maryland, give it up. And like many things in life, HBO lied to us. This doesn't look like The Wire at all. Nothing, no sign of Avon Barksdale, none of that stuff. Everything, it looks really fucking, it's charming. Charm City, it's really fucking adorable. I don't think I've been in the heart of the city for some time. I did a show at Tosin, is that the name of the university? Oh my God, sorry. I did that a few years ago, but I don't think I've been here in the heart of the city at all. Have you ever been here before?
I haven't, but I know they have lots of places like the city you just said that's hard to pronounce because I went to see my buddy here last night and he lives in...
What's hard to pronounce? Charm City?
Well, no, you said Tulsa. So I was just saying they have that. Then there's Conegawaga, Conewaga, Saskatchewan, Lane Room. Exactly, man. But I saw my first dam yesterday, so thank you guys. I went to Baltimore Electric something. But it was a dam. It's a dam. How old are you? 39. I had to think about it for a minute. I'm like, hey, what?
39, you've never seen a dam?
I haven't. Not up close and personal.
But like in a book or something?
Yeah, I've seen them on movies and stuff. I picture, like, I always see it when someone's jumping off the fucking side of it and shit. Just diving down into a fucking, you know.
That's why I never took you to see a dam.
Because I might have been like, no. But it was pretty cool. But that's what I figured out. But I did see one set of buildings that reminded me of The Wire. But you're right, I feel like driving around, I was picturing the same thing. I was picturing seeing fucking Omar, fucking Marlowe and shit, or something awesome. But, you know, it's what I've seen so far is pretty awesome.
What I've seen, I just got here moments ago. I landed not too long ago, but what I saw when I came in did my heart so good. We're here at the Baltimore Comic Con. I'm driving up, and there's a sea of fucking cosplayers. It's almost like Baltimore had never been allowed to cosplay until today. I believe John Waters is doing a film called Cosplay. It was weird, like everyone unleashed, like more people in costumes than I've seen even at like San Diego. And I saw one that did my heart so fucking good, Batman. I love it so much. That is somebody who's just like, I don't give a shit. I know I don't look like Bruce Wayne. Fuck you, I'm Batman today. And that's the beauty of the Comic-Con, man. Today, anyone can be anyone they want. And it doesn't matter if you're maybe, you know, straining at the fucking threads in your outfit a little bit, as I am right now. People let you go, man. People give you a pass. You know, yeah, people take pictures of Instagram the fuck out of you, but still. They give you a pass. Been like, God damn it, he's one brave son of a bitch.
Dude, these days Ben Affleck can be Batman.
Look at the turn on your friend, man.
I didn't think it was good or bad. I'm just saying, right?
Good point. When did you get that?
I got in.
Apparently yesterday, because you had enough time to go see a fucking dam.
I saw it. I wish I had pictures of the dam. But anyway, I got in late afternoon yesterday. So I got to see a little bit around. But before I came, you know, again, I always tell him, every time I leave town, man, the first thing I think is like, man, I gotta get some because I'm gonna be gone. Especially because right before I left, my lady, for some reason, started yelling at me for not spending enough time. It's really weird. She'll be working, right? And I'm like, hey, babe, what do you want to do? You want to play some board games? You want to go eat? And she'll be like, I'm fucking doing something. And she'll ignore me, and I'll even ask her stuff, and she, like, literally will ignore me.
This is your wife?
My wife, sorry, my wife. And all of a sudden, like, then she'll ignore me, and then I go and I start playing a video game, and then she'll come and she'll be like, you've been gone for 4 days, and she wants you to pay attention to me. You know, when you're gone this weekend, I'm gonna go fucking, I'm gonna have some friends over. I'm gonna have some guy friends over. So that even boosted me more. Usually when I'm leaving, first thing I think is like, oh, I gotta get some pussy before I go. I gotta let her remember why she's sitting home and I'm going to fucking Baltimore to go to the dam. But so I always try to have a little sex but she wasn't for it. So that happened earlier, her yelling at me, going, you know, Beckett, spend time with me. Then she got back on the computer, but then I came in and shit, and I started getting a little erect. And this is how sad it is. I was looking at Vine, and on Vine, I was running through some stuff. I was watching dogs play and shit, you know, running around and barking. And there was one where this girl was like, hashtag virgin. And it was like a Vine of her going, whoop, 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 whoop. And then it showed like the under her cheek, and just you could see just a little bit of her lip. And I got a little excited and shit.
Are we still talking about dogs?
I'm saying I was passing through dogs, but I think she was able to, this girl, whoever she was able to maneuver and put her naked boobs and her butt under the hashtag pets on Vine. I was looking at dogs trying to have some fun.
Right. Oh, that boy.
And I was scrolling through, and there's a video of a dog going, howling, and another one, it was this little Pomeranian with a fucking hat on and shit. Another one dressed up as Bat Dog. It was amazing. And then all of a sudden it was a girl hashtag, and she was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. And then it went down to her ass, and you could see some business. So I got a little excited. I got a little bit of wood. So then I went in, and my lady's on the computer, and I think, I don't spend enough time with you, do I? And I pull my junk out and shit. And I start rubbing it against her.
She's like, what are you, just watching puppy videos? What's wrong with you?
And so I started rubbing it a little bit on her arm and stuff, and she said, just stop it, no, I'm fucking pissed off at you. And so she was a little mad
You
at me.
think she's pissed off because you're rubbing on her fucking arm?
I think at this point she's got used to me rubbing on her arm. If she doesn't turn around...
I don't know, dude, I've known you like 25, 30 years. I'm still not used to you rubbing it on my arm. I'm like, get out of here, I'm busy, I'm doing work.
She's gotten used to it, though. I know you still like... I think yours, the reason you ain't used to it is because you still think, like, should I touch it? Should I touch it? And so you're still conflicted.
Oh, that's my inner monologue while you're rubbing on my arm?
You're writing, you're like, fuck you, get it off me! And then you look down at it and you're like, should I touch it? What if I just went like this? If I go, oops, I missed it. Oh. I didn't mean to do that, Jason. Oops.
Inside, I'm fevered and shit. I'm like, if only I could touch it. It's right there.
Keys pounding at this point. Oh. No, but so she's used to it, I think. But she either goes for it every 1 in 10 times. She'll be like, okay. Sometimes she just holds her hand out and shit. I'll be like...
Here, man. Like she's just like
yeah, she'll hold it.
Still doing her work.
Yeah. We've done that. I've done that once. She allowed me to do that, and another time she got into it because I was a little more like, just come on, no, I'm not gonna put in your hand anymore. But this time she just like, get away, and she wasn't.
We're married. I want more than a hand job.
And so she wasn't into it, and I went in the room, and then I went to go play games, but I had like half the stock, and I realized I kept adjusting my shorts, so I'm like, fuck it, man, I'm in the other room by myself. I pull it out, and I start fucking stroking it and shit. And I stroke it, and I'm looking all stupid, because I know my face is like... and my toes are curled up. But then all of a sudden she comes in and she looked, and I swear it was so crazy because I swear I felt like I was living with my grandma again. I was like, woo! I like fucking hid real quick and realized I was like, oh shit. And then I was like, why am I hiding? And I was like, you know what? Maybe this will get her into it. She's like, what are you doing? I was like, doing this. I hate when you spit on your hand, because she hates when I do that too.
I gotta admit, I kinda do too.
She thinks it's... Sorry, I'm jumping all over the place, but I'm thinking of all these things. I know we're laying around... She's gonna kill me if she listens to this. But when we're laying and we're kissing and stuff, and I get impatient, I'll be like... and I'll try to rub, and she'll be like, don't you fucking do that! And I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. She's like, hey, when you do that. And I always fuck it up. But anyway, getting back to me jerking it.
She's gonna kill you, telling that.
And so I was jerking it, and I'm like, wait a sec, man. It was so weird how I felt like a fucking kid getting caught. And then I was like, but maybe she'll get into it. Because if I saw her playing with it, I would get turned on. I wouldn't be like, I'd be like, wait, what are you doing there?
Yeah, but to be fair, as we just heard, you get turned on looking at dogs on Vine.
It's true. And the weird thing is, you know what? I know that I'm so fucked up. Like, why are you playing with yourself? Why do you have to play with yourself when I'm here? her.
Well,
Like, it turns
if you
into
caught
me.
her doing the same thing, you'd be judgmental.
And I'm admitting it out here in front of everyone. How sad is that? Like, I'll sit and go, oh, you don't want to fuck me or something, then why are you playing with your pussy? Like, if I come home and they're fucking...
Has this actually happened or something? It sounded like it was a hypothetical, and then you start to roll a tear.
One time I came home and her drawer was open where her friend is and shit, and I was like, why is this out? What have you been doing? She's like, nothing. I was looking for something in the drawer, but in my head right away I was like, why she gotta use her friend if I'm around? I could be fucking her. Maybe she don't want to fuck me anymore. And that's where my head goes.
Maybe she just didn't want to like bother with all the fucking like putting it on her arm and holding it and shit. She just wanted to like come real quick, just quick rub one out and stuff, and you're like, why is the drawer open? Our marriage is over.
And it is probably so simple as that. And I probably wasn't home for 3-4 days, so it makes sense. But that's where my head is. But again, getting back to me stroking it, looking at her, and I'm like, yeah, you're gonna do this, right? And she's like, so then she looks at me and she goes, you're a fucking pig. And storms out. And then at this point I'm like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna go chase her and try to get her too? Or do I just finish? So then I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna finish. I shut the door. But I can hear in the other room, she's like, you're a fucking pig. You fucking asshole. And then, but this is the worst. So then she stops. But then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna finish it, shit. And then all of a sudden
She's hurling obscenities at you from the other room, and you're still able to jerk off?
I kept distracting me, but what even distracted me more was this. I kept hearing this. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it. So she kept texting me, and that kept going on.
Your text notification is probably about 10 times longer than it takes you to read the actual text.
I know it's long. I can't get it off. But so I texted me, but that's the worst because then I ignore it and then it goes off again and it keeps going. It's really long, and then I open it up. I try to turn up, and then I look at it. She's like, "You're a fucking pig. You know why now? You know why I don't want to fuck you because you're touching your dick. You're disgusting." And like says all these mean things and shit.